Hey friends, this is Carlton Lewis, aka Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia with ridesharedrivingtips.com. Hey, here's a question. A lot of us in the rideshare profession, we drive for both Uber, there's the U, and Lyft. All right, a lot of us drive for both platforms. And there's a science really to driving both platforms. Now, some people will tell you that you should strictly drive Uber, and some people may tell you should strictly drive Lyft. But here's my theory on that, right? And I'll tell you how I do it. And if you have any other thoughts about how I do it, please make sure you leave a comment, because we're all here to share information, all here to grow. Now, what I do, I usually get up. And this is how my day is set up, right? On the weekdays, I'm gonna give you a weekday scenario. Early Monday morning, I'm usually out by 4 o'clock in the morning looking for people going down to the airport, okay? And I'm in areas, I'm in north of the city where they don't have any public transportation that'll bring them down. All right, so it just makes sense to get up there and get a good ride. Like I got a good ride up there this morning from a city called Alpharetta. Brought a gentleman down to the airport this morning. That was my first call. No, that was actually my second call. Now, what I did on the way to get to that guy, and then that was on Uber. What I did on the way to get to that call, and I use my gut on this a lot. What I did was I turned on my Lyft app because, it's some things I want to do. Today is February the 13th. I'm gonna let you guys think about that. Some things I want to do with some money, so I'll drive for Lyft a little bit, right? Because I know I make a little bit of money on Lyft. Lyft has the express pay feature where you can cash out and get some money. All right, so I'll drive for Lyft. So I turn my Lyft app on the way to go up north above the city, and I get a hit immediately. So I picked this young lady up and took her to where she was going to go. Now, usually what I do in the mornings, I'll generally may put on my both apps. Sometimes I'll have both apps on, and I'll set my destination filter on Uber. Oh, we need to talk about destination filter. See, I keep a little list of topics I'm going to talk about. So I'm going to write down destination filter real quick, just to let you know these things are not scripted, and how to best use it. But what I do with my destination filter on Uber, because the one on Uber works better than the one on Lyft. So what I did this morning, right? I set my destination filter to a city that was just past the airport called Union City. All right. So I know a trip from Alpharetta to Union City is going to pay a certain amount of money. So that's what happened. So after I did the first little call, I turned my Lyft app on, completed that call really quickly. I made my way back to the north side of town and picked up my Uber guy who I set up for on the destination filter. So, and then from then on, as long as the city was popping, if I can see that it's surging or if there's a boost that Uber gives out, guess what? I'm going with Uber. All right, I'm going with Uber because with that surge, it covers more area than Lyft's heat map. Okay, so you got to be really smart. And something else with Uber, a good reason I actually do that in the morning too, because you can see what the surge multiplier rate is going to be before you actually take the call. Okay, so I'll know if the surge rate is 1.5 or 3.0 or 5.8 or whatever it is before I even accept the call. All right, with Lyft, you don't have that ability. You won't know that you've had what's called a Primetime. That's the comparison to Uber's surge rate is Primetime. You won't know you had a Primetime call until you're finished with the call. So I'd rather know what I'm gonna eat in advance than versus, what did I just eat? Okay. So, and then Uber has way more volume. So there are going to be more Uber calls in the morning. I don't know how it works in your city. It may be different. Maybe Lyft is popping in your city, but it's up to you to figure that out. Experiment. You got to test. That's what they say in marketing is you got to test everything and then test it again and then test it some more to make sure you get you a strategy. All right. 'Cause it's all about the strategy. So I'll do Uber in the mornings until it finished surging. And then once it's done surging after the rush hours, then I'll turn the Lyft app on. Or if it's not surging in the morning, I have my Lyft app on and my Uber app on. Okay? I hope you guys got some value out of this. All right? These are really crucial, critical strategies that you can use to make more money driving your car. All right, these are things that I wish I had known. Like I wish I would have, signed up for Lyft a long time ago. I've been driving for Uber for like 2014. It's 2017 as you see this video. All right. So like I said, if you got some value out of this video, leave a comment below, share some of your experiences, techniques, as far as like switching between both apps, and help somebody else, because that's what it's about. Somebody helped me, so I'm helping you guys with some of the information that I know. All right. And if you're new to these videos and you're interested in driving for Uber or Lyft, make sure you click on the links below. One will say ridesharedrivingtips.com/Uber, and the other one will say ridesharedrivingtips.com/Lyft. And you go ahead and get yourself registered to drive with either one of these platforms. All right. So guess what? This is Carlton Lewis, aka Mega Businessman. This video is a wrap. I'll see you on the next one. Signing off from ridesharedrivingtips.com. Peace.